Hi everyone, Chad Wesley Smith here, continuing our Addressing Weak Point series. Today we're going to be talking about the deadlift and specifically the mid-range strength in the deadlift. So we'll call that from right below the knees to right above the knees. Missing lifts here is often attributed to two issues. One is going to be a lack of hamstring strength, and the second, a potential lack of lat strength or lat tightness, causing the bar to drift away from you in this position. So here are some of our favorite exercises, technical cues, and strategies to help improve this area of your deadlift. The RDL or stiff leg deadlift. I consider these to actually be the same exercise. Don't do stiff leg deadlifts with your legs locked straight, are the best option for building highly transferable hamstring strength for the deadlift. These can be done with tremendous overload and mimic the positions of the deadlift, but with higher engagement of the hamstrings because of the high hip position. The box deadlift is an RDL variation first shown to me by Boris Sheko and Mikhail Kuklayev at a seminar I hosted with them in summer of 2015, and since then I have implemented into my own and my athletes' training with great success. The box deadlift, especially when done with a vert pull device, allows the athlete to maintain very strict RDL technique with totally vertical shin position throughout the movement, or possibly even a negative shin angle for greater hamstring engagement. Pause deadlifts. If you want to get stronger in a specific position, spend more time in that position. Pause work for any of the lifts will inherently cause you to spend more time in a position that you may be weak in. If you are struggling in the deadlift at a given point, performing a 2 to 3 count pause just below that position is a simple and effective fix. It is important to pause 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches below the point where you're actually missing the lift, because that is the area where the bar is slowing down before it actually stops at your sticking point. When performing pause deadlifts, it is common that athletes don't come to a complete stop, but rather perform more of a California roll through their pause point, or just pull the bar slowly from the floor to the pause and then accelerate from there. To maximize the effectiveness of pause deadlifts, you need to pull with maximum force to the pause, have a distinct time of isometric contraction while you hold the weight in place, and then accelerate the bar to lock out with maximal force. Touch and go deadlifts. There's often debate among coaches and lifters about performing deadlifts from a dead stop or touch and go. While I think that the dead stop starts are the most valuable for building technique and strength off the floor in the deadlift, touch and go reps can be very useful to build up your hamstring strength. Basically, everybody can go heavier in the touch and go than they can from a dead stop. So if you're doing a back down set or straight across sets or in a higher volume phase, then going a bit heavier and performing touch and go reps is a great way to overload the hamstrings. Adding straps may also be appropriate here for greater overload. Bent over rows. General lat strength is important to ensure that the bar stays close to your body throughout the deadlift. And while many exercises like pull-ups and cable rows can help build this, bent over rows, particularly with a double overhand grip, will strengthen the mid-range position of the deadlift the best. These will be a heavy and taxing exercise. Some momentum generated from the body is acceptable, but keep it within reason. Try to approximate your torso angle at the mid-range of a deadlift when setting up for this exercise. Wearing straps for this movement is probably worthwhile. Everybody, thanks for checking out that video on addressing weak points for the deadlift. If you're interested in learning more ways that you can improve your deadlift, from better warm-ups to technique, mobility, exercise selection, program design, as well as programs for beginner, intermediate, or advanced lifters, check out the deadlift manual by yours truly. We also have the squat manual and bench manual available.